Hello guys, this video you are seeing on your screen is a video of 103 Nigerians who were deported from Turkey to Nigeria. And there are lots of things you need to learn from these people's deportation. This video is for everyone who is living abroad, whether you are studying or working. Whether you are in your country currently trying to process a visa, or you have the visa already, you are planning to travel abroad, or you have intention to travel, but you will still start processing this visa, please, this content is for you. I wouldn't want you guys to make the mistake or mistakes these people or some of them have made. I have said it many times before now. Traveling abroad is very broad. But a lot of people are looking at it from the perspective of just getting a visa, booking a flight ticket, traveling abroad. There are more to traveling abroad than just getting a visa and booking for flights and traveling. Because currently, these people who landed in Nigeria, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, have been narrating some of their ordeals. Even though at this very moment, according to my research, there is nothing yet that would say was the reason why they were deported. We are still awaiting the reasons that led to these people's deportation from Turkey to Nigeria. And the most surprising or the most baffling thing concerning these people's deportation was that, according to them, they said they were kept in deportation camps for 11 months. Do you know what that means? They were in deportation camps after they were apprehended. They took them to deportation camps. According to what some of them said, that they spent 11 months before they were finally deported to Nigeria. The reason or reasons for their deportation is still yet to be ascertained. But when things start unraveling, I will still come here to let you guys know. But there are many things you need to learn from these people. I wouldn't want you guys to make the mistake or mistakes some of them have made. Please subscribe to this channel if you have not yet done so, and also give this video a big like. This content is very, very important. It's a content you have to share. Send the links to this video, the link to this video, to your loved ones, to your friends, so that they can learn. Because currently, these people are begging the Nigerian government to please help them get their valuables, their properties, their belongings right there in Turkey. Because in some cases, when these immigration people or whoever these people may be, that we eventually get these people arrested, take them down to deportation camps, usually they may not even allow you to pick anything from your room. They can just come. Just like that. From what I have heard, it's not like I have been there. There are even footages where people are being like carried. So now, these people were, those who said they were kept in the deportation camps for about 11 months before they were deported to Nigeria, did not or couldn't take their belongings. And in many cases, there are cases where people are abroad. They will be working there and they are not citizens. There are cases where people don't even have permanent residence. Maybe they just have work permits and resident permits. And in some countries, people will say they renew their resident permits maybe every 6 months, every 1 year, every 2 years, as the case may be. Now, there are cases where people were apprehended, taken to deportation camps, deported while their monies were in the banks in that country. They are not allowed to go back to that country because they were deported, except maybe something drastic happens, or maybe a case was taken to court, or maybe the immigration of that country, they have conducted their investigations and realized that this person is innocent. But in many cases, how many people get deported and are still allowed to go back to that country? Few. So some of these people, their monies are in various bank accounts right there in Turkey. And in some cases, the government may freeze these accounts. They will have these accounts frozen, and automatically the money becomes government's money. And you'll be amazed that these people, many of them, some of them may have been there for 10 years. They may not have been able to even save anything back home. That is why it is very, very important when you are working in another man's country, try to be saving also in your country. It is very, very important. Now, we don't know how well the Nigerian government are going to take up this matter. So now it is sounding like those who have their belongings in that country may not be able to access their belongings, properties anymore. But I hope and I pray that they are able to get their belongings back. Now, there are cases where people who travel with a tourist visa, when they get to that country, they find their way around things. They start hustling. They are working. And by so doing, at this very point in time, they are even undocumented. Maybe they have their way around it, how they work, maybe under the ground or whatever the way they call it. At this very point in time, some may even be able to open bank accounts. You may even be able to get temporary residence. You are just working maybe for some time. Something can happen. And we pray that what happened to these people does not happen to others. But it is going to be happening because it has been happening. Now, imagine you have been in a country for 5, 6, 10 years, 15 years. Even though you are a resident in that country, something just happens. Eventually, somebody is deported. And maybe they have saved all the monies they have worked their entire life. They have saved it there. Automatically, they may not be able to access that money anymore. So while you are in another man's country working, even though you are a citizen, also try to invest back home. It is very, very important to invest back home. Try to find businesses you can invest in. Or at least, if you cannot invest back home in your countries, save money back home in your countries in case of things like this. Because I will tell you for free, large portion of these people, if not all of them, did not see this deportation coming. But it was so sudden for them that this is now their realities. So many of you that are searching for travel agents here and there, it is very, very important when you find your way to that country, you are working, you are hustling, Please be encouraged to save monies back home. Because like these people now, just imagine. You may just, in some cases, they just bring you back home without nothing. Where are they going to start from? No. Where are these people going to start from? Imagine somebody who has been in Turkey, for example, maybe for 10 years. Something just happened. Now, this person will now be facing people in his neighborhood. In many cases, when people get deported, they are ashamed to come back home to their area where they stayed before they traveled abroad. Because that shame, especially if you have been someone who is arrogant, trust me, that area will not contain you. Because people will be saying, oh, upon the lifestyle, upon the way they show off rich for abroad, upon how you the dengue, they take picture for different motto. That's so you want we both the pose. So that you can be this. You will travel. You traveled for 10 years. You could not send €1 to anybody. Maybe you see the way the life is now, you are back home. Those kind of talk. Before you know, it may even lead to some of these people getting depressed. If they are not already depressed. Imagine spending 11 months in detention camps before being finally deported to your country. That is very, very disturbing. That is traumatizing. Please, please, before you jackpot, do your research. Know the kind of people you have been friends with abroad. It is not everybody from your country you can stay with. It is not everybody from your country you can tell your secrets. There are people out there. Once they see you like this, they want to make sure that you're not better than them. You are not owing them money. You have never met each other, but for no reason. So please. So till I see you in my next video, guys, stay careful out there.